What's going on, guys? My name is Nik Hall. For those of you guys that don't know me, I have been a CPG entrepreneur for the last 8.5 years. I have my own gummy vitamin brand that I took from zero to multiple 8 figures in revenue. I scale in every single channel. We started it in direct to consumer. We went ahead and launched our website. The first 6 months was absolute hell, could not figure out a thing. After that, we ended up scaling up substantially to multiple millions in revenue. And then I decided, hey, let's grow this bigger. Let's take it from direct to consumer. Let's bring it on Amazon. We scaled our Amazon in a really, really good way. I then said, hey, let's take this as big as we can and let's go launch in some of the biggest retailers throughout the United States. We went from 0 to 7,000 retail doors within about 2 years. In that same amount of time, I outsourced my Amazon to 7 different agencies. In the 2 years that we had worked with all these different agencies, we ended up not even growing. We dropped in sales 15%. So what I did is I took over and decided, hey, let me see what I can do. Worst case scenario, I'll save the fee. Best case scenario, I can grow this thing. I had known a ton about Amazon. I knew all the best players in the space. I was good friends with the literal number one seller on Amazon, and still to this day am good friends with them. No one was able to grow us. I took us in 3 months. I grew us 450%. I thought I was lucky, so I launched a couple new products, saw massive growth on them with a continual process that I had done. Fast forward a year and a half later, we ended up selling the business to a large $2 billion conglomerate company, and we're very, very happy with everything there. I decided, hey, what do I want to do next? I looked at getting into private equity, into maybe launching a software, maybe an agency, and so I was very intentional with this. I took 7.5 years to sell the first company. And the second one, I was like, I don't want to go through the process of selling a company again. I want to genuinely just help other people the way that I wish that I would have been helped early on. I found that it took me 11 Meta, Facebook, Instagram agencies to find one that was amazing. I found that it took 7 different agencies on the Amazon space before I just took over and did it myself. And I was thinking to a friend, hey, I wish that there was a playbook of how to do this from the early days, because if you would have just given me the best agency to start for Facebook, Instagram, Google, Amazon, all of this, we would have had success substantially faster, wasted a lot less money, and been a lot more successful. And so what I decided to do is I decided to not do what other agencies are doing, which is go out there and take on every brand, every client. And if you grow them, you grow them. If you don't, you don't. I'm doing this a completely different way. I will take on a limited number of brands. We will work as a boutique agency where we have personal relationships with each one of the brands. And our number one goal is to grow brands. We don't want to work with brands that don't want to grow. We don't want to be your maintenance solution or just someone to help out. We know how to grow brands. While we do anything and everything under the Amazon umbrella, we are really, really good at scaling brands and product launches. I have launched hundreds of products at this point, a lot of my own, a lot of other people's brands, and we have seen the process of being successful and not being successful. We've taken all the not successful and said, hey, this is how we turn it successful. And it has been an absolute blast doing this. I'm excited. My goal is truthfully just to give you guys as much value as possible. If I make $1 off this, I make no money off of it. If I get 1 view, if I get 1,000,000 views, it does not matter to me. My goal is to just get out there and help others build a business that they've been trying to build. And so I'm super excited, and thanks for taking a look.